Hello, friends. Welcome back. Today, I am sharing how I can be productive without the stress and overwhelm that usually comes with trying to put too many things into one day. I have been recently trying to work in a way that allows life to happen at a decent pace where I'm not stressed out, but I can also get a lot done. One way that I have started doing that is really focusing. So, less multitasking and more single focus on one specific task. So, I start out my day around 7 o'clock. I wake up and we go straight into making breakfast, getting kids ready for school, and then I tidy up right away. I like to wash the dishes and get them either drying on the drying mats or put them away. And then I go into tidying up a little bit. Now, on this day in particular, I was trying to get more done around the house. So I don't necessarily do all these home tasks every day, but I do a general tidy every single day where just go around and pick things up that need to get put away and straighten everything up. I recently shared a video on how to get into the mood for fall, so I will link that below for you to watch in case you want to really embrace fall this year. I was really sad to see summer go, but I spent a few days with my mom and we did some crafts and we pulled out some decor that I already had and we did some fun fall recipes. So I shared all that in the video and I think it would be a great way to get some inspiration for fall if you're looking for that. And I know I'm always looking for ways to feel in the mood for the season that we're in rather than feel sad about the season that has already gone. So if you are looking for that as well, I will link it down below. But I'm just continuing to go around the house and I'm really focusing on kind of a speed cleaning here, which is just tidying up, putting things away, opening curtains and doing a quick tidy, but I am also trying to really focus because I notice that a lot of the time when I can't get something done or I feel like I'm less productive, it is because I am totally distracted. And one thing I've been doing recently is just trying to put my phone away for all the times when I need to get something done. So just turn it to silent or put it in a place further away so I am not going to be tempted to grab it and start looking through it. And I know a lot of people tend to say, oh, it's just social media. That's so distracting. But honestly, even if you take all the social media apps off your phone, I know I can still be distracted by the phone itself, which means I could start looking through emails or start looking up news stories and all this sort of stuff that's just open to us because our phone is right there in our pocket or right there in our hand within close reach. So I've just noticed I can get so much more done if I say, hey, for the next hour, I am just going to focus on tidying the house and put my phone down, put it away, and really focus. And I've noticed that I'm becoming more productive even with my work on the computer because I have been actually shutting the internet down when I am trying to say work on a video or whatever it is I need to get done. I will actually close the internet tab so I'm not distracted. And I just wanted to share that because it has helped so much with my productivity levels and getting more done around the house. I decided I wanted to refresh the sitting area that's right in front of our fireplace. And so I decided to order a ottoman. It's not a coffee table. It's one of those things that you can put your feet on and then the lid opens. So I thought that would be better because right now we have a small orange kind of side ottoman, but it's way too small for being in the middle of the couch and the two seats. And I just got it off Amazon. I can link it down below in case you're interested in what we got. But I'm going to be redoing that area and I'm excited. It's not a full redo because we're keeping the furniture, but that's going to be coming to a video very soon. And I want to get this set up and open to see if I like it and how it's going to work in there. This is one of these days where I am trying to do as much as I can because Levi is in his preschool, and then one of my other boys has a short day and we have to go to the orthodontist and all this stuff. So we just have a lot going on, and I really feel like the house was kind of getting out of control. So I have a lot of things that I need to work on, and this has been one of them. So let's get this out of here and see what it looks like. Okay. Ooh, I like it. So let me show you. This is what the lid looks like. It's kind of hard to tell the color, but it's sort of a green, a very gray green color, which I really like. I'm surprised how much I like the color. I wasn't really sure, but it's very mellow. And I have this idea, since everyone's gonna be putting their feet on here, I have this idea that I will get a piece of material and make a circular cover for this. So that way I can just pop it off and wash it. But for now, this looks really pretty. This is the easiest thing ever to put together so far. I mean, you just put the washer on here and then you just screw this into the hole. So simple. And yeah, so far I like the way this is looking. Another thing I need to do today is wrap some gifts for my middle son, who is having a birthday at the end of the month, but the gifts already came in the mail, so I want to get them wrapped just in case, you know, someone peeks around and sees something. Another thing I have on my agenda to do is a new painting. I got this canvas from Michael's. I picked a really big canvas, and my idea is when we refresh that sitting area, I want to do some new art where the colors go more with the vibe of the room and all the furniture and everything. I just think it would be fun as well to get creative and start working on art again. I really love painting, but it does take time, and I find creative energy, and I've been lacking a lot of that lately just because of life and kids and everything that's going on. But I do think it's very important to carve out some time for your hobbies and for things that make you really happy. And I think it's important to do that instead of just waiting till the perfect time, which is never going to happen. There's never going to ever be a perfect time. So starting something, getting the ball rolling really is what it's all about. And I think I'm going to just cover this in paint and get all the paint out and just get started. And on the same topic of being creative, one of my subscribers actually decided to start a YouTube channel of her own where she is documenting her decluttering journey as well as her journey to being retired now. So if you want to check out her channel, I will have it linked down below. She has a new video coming out today all about decluttering and organizing her pantry, which is such an inspirational video. And she just shares her journey and how she's doing in this whole process. So if you want to subscribe to her channel, that would be awesome to support her. I just want to share her channel with all of you because I think you will love it, and I think it will be such an inspiration to anyone who is on the journey of retiring, decluttering, simplifying your life, and all of that. So make sure you check out Joyce's channel and go over and leave her a comment on her video and let her know that I sent you over. Let's support new creators. As you can see, I am not immune to things piling up. This is my office, and this is an area where I am working constantly in here, and you can see boxes for the future project I'm going to be working on, all sorts of things, and it just tends to get piled up in my office. So I always like to take a day and go through everything, get rid of the stuff that I don't need in there. And one of the things that was sitting there as a pile for at least a month now was I had taken some frames from our landing area, picture frames that still had pictures in them, and I piled them in here, not knowing what I wanted to do with them. And every day I would look at them and think, okay, I need to make a decision on that. Am I going to keep them? Am I going to get rid of them? What will I do? So that was something that I finally decided I am going to just make the decision and go through them, figure out what I'm going to do. These frames really weren't going with our decor anymore, and I didn't have an area where I wanted to put them. All the pictures were out of date. So I just decided I was going to deal with that on this day. I made the ultimate decision to declutter those frames, and I took the pictures out. I'll just put them with all my other photos that I keep. And then I'm gonna hang these two in the hall right now, even though these are not the photos that I will keep in there. I decided I'm gonna do a photo of all three boys together in this one, a more current photo. And then I thought it would be fun to, this is all Emmett from when he was a baby and he was the only child at the time. But I thought I'm gonna fill this with a picture of each boy and then do that in the hall as well. So, but I'm gonna hang them right now in the hall because I just wanna get these up and out of my office. We only have this tiny area right outside my bedroom door, and then that office door is what you're seeing lit up right there. So there isn't a lot of space here, but I can see this hall from my bed when I'm looking out the door. So I do enjoy having some art there because I do see it every single day. This hall goes to a bathroom at the end and my boys' room right here. And this is kind of the gallery that has my mom's art. And then these are old pictures that maybe when we take new family photos, we'll do something similar. But I don't know if I would ever print stuff on a canvas again because you can't switch it out. And it feels kind of sad to throw these out, even though they're really outdated and they're bulky to have to store. So anyway, I might not ever do that again, at least for kids stuff. The wedding picture I really like as the canvas because that's your wedding. You're never going to want to not see that picture. But let me show you. My mom has done a portrait of each boy. So this is Emmett when he was probably 2. Here's Calvin. And then she recently just did one of Levi. I just think it's so fun to have this gallery here. Another thing I'm doing is restocking the boys' bathroom cabinet and just making sure everything is tidy in here. I had set this up in this way a few years ago and I just love it. I can link all of these containers down below. It's just a great way to keep everything organized, and each boy has their own little box, which helps them to stay organized and to be able to find all their things really easily. Now I'm stopping for lunch. I like to make a smoothie just about every single day. I fill it with strawberries, blueberries, a banana, some spinach, and a little bit of milk and protein powder. And on this day, I'm sharing it with my son, and we are going to sit outside and have a smoothie. And then I am always doing laundry in the background. That's another way that I like to be productive, is just let the washer and dryer do the work in the background while I'm doing everything else. And in the garage, which is where our laundry room is, Grant is currently building our cupboards for our kitchen redo. And this is taking a long time because he's doing everything himself, but that is something that everyone keeps asking about. And I will have a video coming soon on the kitchen renovation. Then after I did all that housework, I went in my office and I just started to work on my blog and some stuff I had to do on the computer. As you can see, I'm still continuing to do this laundry throughout the day. I hate when I forget that I've put laundry in there, so I don't try to do too many loads in one day, because if I start it too late, sometimes I will forget to put it in the dryer before it's bedtime and it gets too chaotic. So I'm just putting everything away, and I'm getting the boys ready for their swim class that they will be going to momentarily, and then jumping into making some dinner. One of my favorite dinner hacks is to make a little bit more one night, then have the leftovers the next night. And if there isn't enough, I will just cook up a little something extra. So like tonight, I'm gonna make up some tofu, and then we'll put that with the chili and put it into a tortilla, make a burrito. So that's one of my hacks I have, so I'm not having to cook everything from scratch every single night. I really love to make overabundance one day and then have leftovers for lunch and dinner the next day. I have to have dinner ready a little early for my boys on the nights for swim, but then Grant and I will eat what we eat after we already take them. And on this night, I put these tortillas in this pan and I completely forgot, and I could not figure out what was burning. I kept smelling something burning, and then I realized that I put the tortillas in there and forgot about them, and I thought the pan wasn't on. Anyways, it stunk up the entire house. But after we cleaned all that up, I just finished up with the laundry, and then I actually headed back into my office to do a few tasks. I normally don't do this, but I wanted to get a little bit more done on my computer and then jump into some art. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next video. Bye.